That is awesome. Hello, very welcome in 2022, everyone who is watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. And the first Friday Ketchup of the new year, I have a fantastic guest. You might recognize this most handsome guy of Canada if you have watched any of the SUSE music parody videos. I love them a lot. I love the music band, SUSE band, a lot. Songs like Painted Green. But what we were listening to now was something, music that you make your own, right? So here is Sean Rickerd, my guest of today. Sean, can you introduce yourself, but then as the musician GAIUS?
As the musician GAIUS, hi. My name is Sean Rickerd. I am the sole instrumentalist and composer and mind behind the project GAIUS, which is a all-bass prog metal rock instrumental thing. So there's no guitars, there's just bass, and that's it.
Wow! Yeah, I love it a lot. I love it a lot. And of course, as always, I will put the link to the what is it called, Spotify link and list and everything underneath, so everybody can find it.
Yeah, Spotify, Bandcamp, Apple Music, Amazon Music, it's all on there.
Anywhere, right? And what we were listening to in the opening was GAIUS, but I have something from the SUSE band as well, if people might not recognize you in that way. Here, Mr. Cameraman Luke, here we go to... Come together! We're all free. So that is pretty impressive as well.
We have a lot of fun doing that.
yeah, you certainly have. I know. And the last ones you recorded, what's it again? Open and Wild, is it?
Yeah, so we recorded 4 songs last time. So we all went down to Provo, to the North American head offices, and there's a studio out there called June Audio, and that's where we do all the recording. So all the stuff that you hear is recorded in the studio in about a day. So we did 4 songs. We did Open and Wild. We did Open Source My Way, which is a parody of Life is a Highway. We also did Personal Linux, which is a parody of Personal Jesus. And we did a parody of Tom Sawyer, which is SUSE Road Warrior. And actually that last one meant a lot to me personally and to Jeff Bryce, who's our chief architect here at SUSE and the drummer of the SUSE band, because it is Rush has been a major part of our lives, and with the passing of Neil Peart in 2020, we wanted to do something special.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll definitely put all the links to the music parodies below, and yeah, shout out to Jeff Bryce and the other band members, because I really love them. Hey, but you're in Canada, in the middle of nowhere, in the woods. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And
yeah, pretty much.
Your 2 babies, are they around there somewhere? Because you might not know, but he has got 2 babies.
Yeah, they're upstairs. So 2 dogs, 2 snow dogs. I'm down in my personal studio now, but they're upstairs. And well, actually, they're probably outside, to be honest, because it's had a big snowfall last night, and they don't be inside.
and what are the names? Because we need to know, of course, the name of your dogs.
Yes, Stark and Storm.
All right, so I would guess they are a little bit inspired by Game of Thrones.
Actually, no. Marvel.
Okay.
Stark is actually based on the Stark family, because dire wolves, and she's a Storm is actually named after the X-Men Storm, because she is a storm in herself, and she can change the weather just by walking inside. It'll be a nice clear sky. She walks in, and then it's just overcast with fur.
Okay. So you have her walking behind her with the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, all the time, 2-3 times a day sometimes.
Freddie Mercury avant la lettre. Hey, okay, and actually you are the one who inspired me 30 days ago to go and learn language. And I'm going to switch now, and I'll try not to destroy and break everything here. But what I first did when I started 30 days ago, when you shared like you were learning German on
Yes.
Duolingo, an app which is partially free, but if you really want to work on it, you get a paid subscription. But I must say I like it a lot, and I had for ages the wish to learn French, but it never really happened. And then you pointed me out to Duolingo, and I must say I'm 30 days down the road. I will not be able to have a business conversation yet in French, but I might be able to go on holiday and get myself through France if I get the opportunity, or to Quebec, of course, if we ever get the possibility to travel to French-speaking Canada.
Absolutely.
Hey, and what was the inspiration for you to go to do Duolingo?
Well, I've always loved languages, and I've had a bit of a knack with languages. I mean, I've been bilingual since I was 3.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, from Quebec, it's not that strange. My father being, from a primarily Anglophone family, and my mother being primarily from a Francophone family.
Yeah.
I learned both languages at the same time. So, when I played video games as a kid, reading stuff in English on the Nintendo was not a problem. And actually, when my father got the job with SUSE and we moved to Las Vegas, I was 11 years old. I was actually the first ever immigrant to Clark County to score 100% on the English tests in both written and oral. And they said, yeah, you don't need to go in English as a second language. We're just going to put you in regular English. And the next year I was in AP English. So, and language has always been kind of something I found really cool. With my ex-wife being Dutch, I had learned a little bit of Dutch, and I thought that was really cool. And then I was like, I know I work for a German company. Germany is literally one of my favorite places on the planet, so might as well do that. So yeah, Duolingo has been something I've been using for German. I've been using it for about on and off for 2 years.
All right.
And apparently my German's good enough that I can get around. I mean, I had a quick German conversation with one of our engineers in Monaco at the Sales Summit. And he was actually impressed with my level of German. So, hey, it works. Yeah.
So wir können jetzt ein Deutsch Freitag Ketchup. Ich weiß nicht, was Ketchup ist in Deutsch, aber wir können einfach in Deutsch weitergehen.
Langsam bitte. Mein Deutsch ist schlecht, aber und Freitag Ketchup in Deutsch ist gut, aber nicht für mich.
Okay. Let's go back to English so everybody can follow again. Otherwise, I actually have to go and subtitle it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's I've only been doing it on and off for about 2 years now. So, and with nobody to really practice on a regular basis, it's a little bit tougher. But I think it's a great application, something that people should definitely look into, and use to broaden their horizons. I'm a strong believer in seeing the world and seeing other cultures. And I'm the type of guy that if I watch a foreign movie, I don't want to see it dubbed. I want to see it in its original language with subtitles. And then, understanding at least, the base level of German has helped a lot with German stuff. So, it's a cool thing.
Let's take the Friday Ketchup audience to a lesson of my French. So we will go here to the French, and then we are here. And in this, it says actually in Dutch, write down in Dutch. So I'm doing it from French to Dutch, obviously. So it says, and then you click here.
Marc et Stéphane sont deux garçons.
Okay, so then you hear Marc et Stéphane sont deux garçons. So then I have to find here the Dutch translation of that. So
if I've got this, Marc and Stéphane ben twee jongen.
Yeah, but Ben for more than one person, then it becomes. You see the words?
Yeah, no, not really. Actually, it's a little fluey on my screen, but zijn.
Yeah, exactly. So Marc and Stefan zijn, and then?
Twee.
Yeah.
TW Oké. En wie jongens.
Yeah. So Mark et sa fille sont deux garçons. Mark and Stefan are two boys. Zijn twee jongens.
Yes.
And then we'll check it, and then it says pling, and then we will
Les femmes sont
continue
ici.
to the next one, and then I have to pronounce it, and it
Well,
says if it's good enough.
That's a really good one for the single guys. In Sweden.
So here we go. I'll give it a try. Les femmes sont ici. Hey, it's approved. but it's more fun even because when I looked a bit further today, I knew we were having this ketchup, and we came to this language. Let's see if somebody in the ketchup recognizes the language before we go and say which language it is. Here we go.
Nuknech Torg.
All right, one more time for you guys.
Nuknech Torg.
All right. How is your klingen? Sean, because that's what it is. It's klingen.
I know one word, and that's kapla.
and where could the Friday Ketchup audience know klingen from?
Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite series ever. I am the stereotypical nerd.
Yeah, well, if we are going to learn ourselves Klingon, I think that's quite nerdy, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then for those who are more in the fantasy realm, you can actually learn High Valerian from Lord of the Rings in Duolingo as well. But some of the cool things that they're doing, and I think it's quite important because here in Canada we have a large First Nations population. First Nations, for those who aren't aware, is what Americans call the Native Americans. We call them First Nations in Canada.
Right.
And there's a lot of First Nations languages that are now being brought out in Duolingo to help them from going extinct. So that's pretty cool stuff you can do. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hey, we're next to the topic, and before the cameraman kicks my ass, I have to push F11 here. And then we are at the next topic, because you have a podcast that you recommend for the Friday Ketchup audience as well, Sean. Can you tell us about No Such Thing as a Fish? Why should we listen to that podcast?
Because it's full of really random, weird facts that are just, things that you wouldn't think of. So No Such Thing as a Fish is actually produced by the elves, as they're called, that produced the British panel show QI.
All right.
And so the elves are the ones that actually find all these weird facts and bring them together. And No Such Thing as a Fish is literally a podcast about like the weirdest or most interesting fact that they found that week. So it's really informative stuff that you wouldn't really think about, stuff that you wouldn't like, especially research. But it's cool to have just random knowledge, and it's funny, it's irreverent, it's
all right.
and just a lot of fun.
Oh, cool. Hey, the picture goes a little bit weird, so I'm going to stop sharing. Maybe then your face comes back.
Okay.
See if that works. Yeah, it's nothing to do with you. Let me see.
Good, because living in the woods, I don't have the best of internets, but
okay. Well,
most of
the sound is still good enough. We'll just continue the way it is. But I think we're pretty much done with all the topics we wanted to discuss. So I'm going to thank you very much for being my guest in the Friday Ketchup. It took way too long before you were in it.
Yeah.
I think you should have been a guest in season 1 when Christopher Branson was still in it. But I had the honor to have you now. So I'm going to ask you to play on the bass again, and then we will say goodbye to you and to the Friday Ketchup audience. Thank you very much for watching again. I hope we all have a fantastic 2022. We at SUSE have quite some cool things coming up, and I have a nice list of guests for the Friday Ketchup coming up as well. Hey, and the picture is back. You are back live with us again. Welcome again, John. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great week, and next week I'm not on holiday anymore, so I'll actually be working during the Friday Ketchup. But this case it was a volunteer job. But thank you very much. Have a great day and see you next week. Thanks. Bye bye. The stage is yours. Yeah.